Welcome back to the show. Today we've got the December Part 1 AliExpress haul. So I've got 5 watches with me, and some of them automatic, some are quartz. A very special entry with the Boderry titanium quartz Voyager. Now this is an exciting piece, we'll talk about that in detail. So all of these watches are budgetly priced, anywhere between $10 and $100. That's right, 10 to 100. Now we know why. It's the festivity season, right? We've got Happy New Year, we've got Merry Christmas, we've got all those great festivities. We love them. But what we don't love about them, well, I sure don't, is the spending of the dosh. It just seems my salary, as soon as I get it, it's gone. It's just, you gotta get presents, you gotta plan those events, but at the end of the day, I love my watches and I wanna get some really nice pieces in, but I don't want them to break the bank. And hence, we've got the December hauls. So this is part 1, there will be a part 2 coming in the next couple of days, and I'm sure you'll enjoy it as well because it is also very much budget friendly. Now, 5 watches, I want to get in and talk about them in detail. So the links to all of the watches we'll be covering off today will be in the description below the video, so do check them out if you're after some sharp prices. And now let's dive in and talk about these 5 watches. Let's do it. First up is a Pagani design PD1726, and this is a new design for 2024. The watch is different. It's a diver watch with tons of character and almost a season special because it is white. On the dial and the 2/3 of the ceramic bezel insert, it's all white. For $75 we get plenty of good stuff, such as 100 meters of water resistance, a fully stainless steel construction, powered by a Japanese self-winding automatic movement, the NH36. As well as that, it features a sapphire crystal. It gets an exhibition case back and a screw-in crown. The lume here is applied to the dial as well as the indices, so very cool stuff. With regards to the dimensions, we get a diameter of 41mm, a lug-to-lug length of 53.5, a height of 13.5, a lug width of 20mm, and a weight of 150 grams before removing any links to fit my 6.5-inch wrist. And it's actually the first Pagani design I see with an inscripted Riho. So we know that Cadison does this, but now Pagani design has taken it on as well, and it looks really good. Also note the minute chapter ring, blue for the 12 to 4 o'clock and red for the rest of the hours. We also have a date complication here. The sapphire crystal is slightly boxy, just curving up just above the 120 click unidirectional bezel. So for $75, this is a gem that is very budgetly priced. Now, we've been talking about the Boderry on quite a few videos on my channel, and I've had the Honeycomb, I've had the Voyager, but this is also a Voyager, but it's different. Well, first of all, the colors are absolutely amazing. It's like sky blue. On the strap, on this canvas strap, it's got a bit of that orange. Same as on the dial. The small second sub dial is orange. It's got a date complication. It's a fun and quirky watch, but it's still very much premium. Yet, it's a quartz. It's not an automatic. And the quartz here is not just any quartz. It's a Swiss quartz, Ronda 6004, and that is actually quite an interesting movement. Let's talk about the Boderry. This is a titanium military field watch that is absolutely jam-packed with goodies. Firstly, this is a titanium watch case. It gets a date window and an off-center small second sub-dial, a wide threaded screw-in crown, and even a sapphire sandwich setup. That's right, we get sapphire sandwich right on this watch. What that means is that the front and the rear glass elements are sapphire crystal. It's powered by a Swiss quartz movement, Ronda caliber 6004D, which is highly accurate at -10 to +20 seconds per month variance, and an operating life of about 40 months or approximately 3.5 years. With regards to the dimensions, we get a diameter of 38.5mm, a lug-to-lug length of 47mm, a height of 9.9mm, and a lug width of 20mm. The piece is just so quirky and fun. The twisted downturn lugs, the sandblasted finish, and even a canvas strap with complementary hues is just fun. The keepers on the strap are also sandblasted and titanium. So for $100, this is an original design titanium watch that is just so enjoyable to own. At number 3, we've got another Pagani design, the PD1671, and this is a homage of an iconic watch. It's the sort of watch that looks significant and expensive in any setting. The fully stainless steel construction, a screw and crown, with that sexy royal red sleeve are just so darn luxurious. Mind you, this watch costs just $60. The watch also features synthetic sapphire crystal, a polished black ceramic bezel insert in a 120-click bezel. It gets 100 meters of water resistance, and it's powered by Seiko NH35, a self-winding automatic movement with 42 hours of power reserve. In regards to the dimensions, we get a diameter of 42 millimeters, a lug-to-lug length of just 47.5 millimeters due to inverted end links, a height of 15 due to the box sapphire crystal, and a lug width of 21 millimeters. The watch does get a rather large diameter, 42 millimeters, yet the lug-to-lug length is very modest due to those inverted end links, and I know I'm mentioning it again, but it's just wow. Such a significant piece, and yet it looks perfectly fine on my 6.5-inch wrist due to those inverted end links. The 3-link stainless steel bracelet is another strong point for the watch. Held together by screw pins, it has decent tolerances and a formidable sign double pusher clasp with 3 micro adjustments, and of course the wing is milled. So for $60, that is quite a bit of features, and mind you, the luminosity is very much decent here as well, surprising for a budgetly priced Pagani. We've got a third Pagani design in this haul. And this is another brand new model for 2024, the PD1780. And if you thought the Boderry was a quirky design, this hybrid Quartz VH88 watch is original in its design, dial patterns, and superb refinement. And it costs just $50. It's a stainless steel case with a dome sapphire crystal covering the magnificent checkered pattern dial. You'll notice the 3 sub-dials, and these are all date related. So basically this is a calendar sub-dial watch. Another intriguing detail is the integrated crown, which is narrow but a diameter of 9 millimeters, and notchy threading make time adjustment a breeze. With regards to the dimensions, we get a diameter of 40 millimeters, a lug-to-lug length of 48 millimeters, a height of 11.7, and a lug width of 20 millimeters. The rubber strap is pleasant, and considering it's the quick release type, it's also convenient for quick swap outs. I actually really like the fact that the clasp is signed with Pagani design brand. I think that's a very special touch on such a budgetly priced piece. So $50 right here. And now let's talk about number 5. So this is the cheapest watch in this collection, $10. That's all I paid for this. You can get this in 2 sizes, a female, so like a lady's smaller watch, or this larger watch, but I don't think it's just male or female. I think this design is more unisex, but it fits. You can see how it looks on my wrist. It looks just fine. The dimensions on this piece get a case width of 27.5 millimeters and a case length of 35 millimeters. So 35 by 27.5, and that seems to be a really good fit. The lug-to-lug length here is 38 millimeters, a height of just 7 millimeters, and a lug width of 20 millimeters. We do get mineral crystal, but really, did we expect anything else for $10? The bracelet is stainless steel, yet the polished case is alloy. On the ivory dial, we get Roman numerals and just 2 dark blue hour and minute hands. So much in line with the design it's paying tribute to. No central seconds on here. The miniature push-pull crown is decorated with the blue pip, a tribute to the original of this homage design. If we talk about the bracelet, I was expecting something way worse, but it's decent, it's okay, so kudos to Sanda for using a 2-link setup. Polished and brushed surfaces make for a clean and okay look. It's not overly blingy, and it works. Overall, for $10, a possible entry point into the horology hobby world. So here we go. We've discussed 5 watches. All of these 5 will be reviewed comprehensively in the next couple of weeks as we get on through December and into January. But for now, this was just an introductory look into these watches, and I love all of them. Even that Sanda for $10, I think that's a perfect watch. Looks classy as anything, and $10? Anyways, the Boderry, Love it, but I love the colors here. Because when you actually go to the listing, there are plenty of colors. You can go for the gray, you can go for the green, for the blue, whatever you like. There are plenty of options. Now, that BB homage, interesting stuff. The first one, the 1726, where it's all white, and the dial is actually loomed as well. And another interesting point, that loom is quite decent. So I don't know, is Pagani Design maybe noticing that people are complaining and finally it's starting to apply more loom? Maybe, not sure, we'll see. Anyways, the links to all of the listings we've discussed today will be in the description below the video, so do check them out if you're after some sharp prices. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.